Welcome back. Today we are going to be taking a tour of Northeast Antonica here. We're going to be starting at Freeport. We'll head up the coast through Nectalos Forest, up through Lava Storm, cross the Frigid Plains, and come down through Kithakor and Rivervale and the Commonlands and loop back around to Freeport. And here we are on the seaside coast of Freeport. You can see behind me here some brand new custom palm trees that I've added. Let's go over here and take a closer look at these. I'm very pleased with how these have come out. Take a good look at them here. Of course, some of them have cocoa beans and some of them are watermelon palm trees, because normal palm trees are kind of boring and we want to have something special on this map. So in Norrath, palm trees grow watermelons and chocolate. Those are my kind of palm trees. But here we have just some scattered around here on the coast on these little offshore islands here. Sandy and grass patches. And we will leave Freeport here and journey north along the coast, along the road here. A few more palm trees. And the first thing we come to is the river leading out of Nectalos Forest. The realm of the Dark Elves begins pretty much right here. Travelers, take care. You could be killed on sight if you don't have faction with these guys. Of course, there's no trees here at the moment. There's going to be more custom trees, just like you've seen with the custom palm trees. This is going to be filled with custom, I think, evergreen trees. Sort of a dark and foreboding forest, I think. At least that's how I remember Nectalos. And we'll head north along the coast here some more. And Nectalos itself stretches further off that way. That's the road leading to Norrath there. That's going to be an underground city. I'm looking forward to building that one. I've never really done a completely underground city like that, so that's going to be my first one. Of course, there's going to be more underground cities on this map, Thurgoden, and most of the dungeons will be underground. Yes, by the way, I am going to build pretty much all the dungeons. I think the first one I'll probably start with is Befallen in the Commonlands, after I build Freeport. Here we have some mountains with some trees on them. I'm thinking about replacing these trees with more custom trees. But here we have the transition zone into Lava Storm. The Lava Storm Mountains. And the idea with this is all the obsidian. This is dried lava flows have covered this. And the netherrack and soul sand here is volcanic ash that's been thrown out from the volcanic peaks and calderas. And we have it just scattered around here. I think I'm going to add some more custom objects, probably some more ground cover, I think. Let's swing up here to the north, and then we'll give you from a north-south view of Lava Storm. We're just at the outer edges of it right now. It'd be cool if the nether would generate this way, but it's not going to. I don't think they're ever going to overhaul that. Here we have a lava lake and a lava river. There's going to be some bridges over these lava rivers. In fact, let's land for a second and take a look around here. You don't want to fall in there. And there's magma blocks layered all around the sides here. But let's head out of Lava Storm for a minute and briefly tuck in here to the sort of like a Borean tundra area. It's got places where nature is moving back in to reclaim some areas, and other areas where the volcanic ash still pokes out. I'm really pleased with the color choices that have come up around here with the obsidian and the red and the brown and the gray. It all works together really well. And here we have part of the frozen north. It would be more frozen than it is, except for lava storm nearby. It puts out so much heat that this area remains partially green year round. It doesn't freeze and ice over like most of the rest of the northern areas do. So here we can see part of the transition zone where the water is just beginning to freeze over as we head ever further north. We've got some barren, snowy islands up here that are completely surrounded by ice. There's no way to get a boat through up here. Here we have some far northern islands covered in packed ice and snow. And up here, this is the northern edge of the map. There's nothing beyond that. So this is essentially the North Pole, so we will turn around and head back south and take a look at the frigid plain. So here we are coming up on the icy cliffs that just drop into the sea. And they're surrounded by ice, and on top of them we have even more ice, which constitutes the region on the map known as the frigid plain. No trees up here, it's just a bunch of ice. Ice and snow and packed ice. This doesn't actually correspond to a zone in the game. It's interesting about that. It's clearly labeled on the map, and it has to be there, but this was never shown. It's one of many areas of Norrath. When you dig into what they actually built in EverQuest and what they didn't, there are some quite large exceptions, this being one of the larger ones. And it terminates just up here in a transition area. We have sort of a fire and ice theme going on. We have lava storm just over there and the ice plains here. And in between them we have a little area where nature's taken a foothold. And we have some small rivers through this area over here with meltwater in the spring and the summer that comes off of the frigid plain. And it's part of the vast water system on Antonica that starts filling up this lake here. I forget what this lake is called. It's got a name though. We will turn over here, and now it's time for the star attraction of this video, probably. This is going to be a complete flyover of Lava Storm. I need to work on the transition between the ash and the grass here a little bit better. Here we have one of two roads leading into Lava Storm. One of the molten magma lakes here. with a little channel that connects it to a larger magma area. And this here is the main lava lake of Lava Storm. The entrances to the Soulsec dungeons will be located in holes around the edges here somewhere. And let's go over here. I think this here is going to be the biggest volcano in Lava Storm. I can't add it in World Painter, but there's going to be a lava river flowing down off of this. After the lava here updates, it's going to flow off here. But it's oozing out of the mountain here. This area is sort of like the Mordor of EverQuest, you could say. And let's go over this mountain here, and there's a little more over here to show you. I think for this biome I'll probably add some, I think coal and dead and burning trees probably on the edges, not in the middle. It's generally a fairly barren zone. But here we'll just hop over the Neriak Mountains here. As the Dark Elf City of Neriak will be below this mountain range. This was once part of Lava Storm, but these volcanoes down here have since gone dormant. And here we have part of the river of Lava Storm of Nectalos Forest. And it empties out of its own lake, which is different from the lake I showed you previously. I don't remember the name of this lake either. It's on that map I showed you in the first video. We'll bring the sun back up for the purposes of the video. We have a little small island and fishing spot off here. If you like to fish in Minecraft, you're going to love this lake. We'll head through the mountain pass here with the road. Road needs to be cleaned up a little more. And here we have, this should be a river vale just over these hills here. And this is, of course, the river that comes out of River Vale, giving it its name. This is going to be the city of the halflings. It's going to be built all around these hills. I've terraformed it so it's approximately like it was in EverQuest. And here we have our first view of the Misty Thicket, which is kind of like the Shire. And over here, you'll see to the north, we have a little earthen embankment, which is the barrier that goes across the Misty Thicket, dividing it from the wild woods up here. It's got a little moat in it too. It's just an earthen embankment at the moment. There's going to be a wall put on that, probably a wooden palisade and a cobble structure, I think, with a gatehouse and a bridge and everything. But all these little hills here, we've got this little hill here and here and here. And you're seeing these are all going to be made as hobbit holes. And this entire area will be terraformed into lush and verdant and very fertile farmland. A little lake over there. And these are, of course, part of the Serpent Spine mountain ranges that go from Halast in the north all the way to the Ferrat in the south. It's only broken in one place, around High Pass. Otherwise, it's a fairly impenetrable barrier. And here we will head down out of the Misty Thicket, down to the river, and across to Kithcore Woods. There's the river that heads off south down to High Pass, but we want to turn north a little ways. Over here, this is the entrance to the Common Lands. And just over these hills here is the Kithcore Woods. For those of you that don't know, the Kithcore Woods are haunted. There's going to be a lot of skeleton spawners around here because in the distant past, well, I don't know if it's that distant, but there was a great battle fought in the Kithcore Woods. And unfortunately, the souls of the slain warriors do not rest and rise up at night. And it's not a place you want to be. Not a place at all. And there's going to be better trees here than this. These are just placeholder trees. But there's a little stream heading through Kithcore. And it's bounded with medium-sized mountains on pretty much all sides. And let's head over these and down to the Common Lands and back to Freeport, and that will wrap up this video tour. I think I'm going to have to do Antonica in probably 4 videos. I'll cover the northeast, the northwest, the southwest, and the southeast in the next videos. Otherwise, they would be too long. And if they're too long, people won't watch them, so have to break them up a little. And those will be coming out in the coming days. And here we have the lush plain of the Common Lands. Most of this is going to be, it's not really a wooded area. There's going to be some trees, but all these little green patches here, this is going to be farmland. Between the Common Lands and the plains of Karana across the Serpent Spine Mountains, and the high plain of Aruden, which I've already shown you, that's pretty much the most intensively farmed areas of Norrath. And here we should see the entrance to, yep, there it is. Where you see the cobble foundations, that's pretty much where Freeport is going to be, and there's going to be high walls done up around here, gatehouses, towers, all that good stuff. This is going to be North Freeport up here, and the Cathedral of Light is going to be around here somewhere. And there we see off in the distance the palm trees that we saw previously. So, I hope you enjoyed this tour, and I will see you next time.